football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Tategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. Stopped right there.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Makes the grab. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Under pressure. Caught. At the 40. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. This time he's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The run inside. It's Walker. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Power. There's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed, and that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulled and fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
For yardage. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking for space. It's Bishop. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Rush is on. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Savant. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's a give to Robinson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Got enough for the 1st down. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Robinson. He's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he's in. Touchdown Sooners. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Vols want to crank the tempo. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Inside the 40. The 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Takes the field to start this drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Drops back on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30-29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Drops back. It's Mateer. Out wide right, it's Hansen. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Drives inside. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Well, this offense is one of the 25 best in the nation on 3rd down. That time they try to run it, but give the defense credit. Physical at the point of attack, they're able to get the stop, now setting up 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Here comes the heat, and they got it.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got his man across the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
2nd down, going to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Out wide left, it's Staley. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bishop. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Past the 20. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. just got rid of that one.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards to the opponents in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
I mean, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, they got in the red zone, but made a big play on 3rd down. Now, forcing the decision for this offense, but most importantly, playing great defense in the red zone.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires toward the target. On target to the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground, it's Bishop. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Jackson. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Touchdown Volunteers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. And they head to the locker rooms. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting 1st half, fellas. And an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 6 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Gators on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown balls. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Enough to move the chains. Dashing the knee on the right. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he puts through the extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bishop forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. On the move. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Look out! Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Out wide left, it's Staley. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Between the hashes, it's Matthews. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Gordon. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Tennessee! And here they come, almost all the way back. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Smacks it with the stiff arm. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense and an empty set. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands, it's Staley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Quick give. It's Gordon. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side, it's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Vols can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Right side, it's Jackson. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Gordon. Just smothered on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. They give it back to him. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
On the move. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pass their way in.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat for the score.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Got a paw on it near the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
field goal is not top of the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to pass. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. Needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes a grab over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 30. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Drops back on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. They'll go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking downfield. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got the 1st down. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Blaylock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Caught. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. Gets it into the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down to the air. Throwing right. Good job just to get rid of that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
They need a huge play on third and long. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the ball's in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. Out wide left, it's Matthews. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Robinson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Breaks into the open on the left. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They're all over him. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the grab outside, it's Davis. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.